Let's have a look at the overall standings.
Welcome back to the GCTV live studio. We are in Shanghai preparing to wrap up the weekend as we look back on a famous victory, a first ever Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix victory for Gilles Thomas, the young Belgian, shocking everybody and being the best of these 7 riders in the jump-off. Let's show you the results here in Shanghai and remind you as to how things end at the end of stage 4 of the 2024 season. This is how it ends. We have Gilles Thomas in first place, Edwin Alexander finishing in second, and Michael Duffy, fresh off his victory in Miami Beach, finishing on the podium once again. Angelica Augustin Zanotelli in fourth, and a very, very impressive performance from Kim Emmen in fifth place. Speaking of the fabulously talented Kim Emmen joins us live in the studio. Kim, welcome back to the show. You must be incredibly happy and pleased with a performance like that in the jump-off today.
Yes, thank you very much for having me. I'm very happy because it's my first show back for the season, and I had a bit of a rough start, but we finished it off very good.
This looked like a very scary ring in round 1 and round 2. Give me your thoughts on how it was.
Yes, I have to say, my horse is normally not spooky at all, but even he, at the first day, he was a bit shy, and I don't know, I think it's because it's so high above also, and a lot of people. It's a very incredible ring.
Talk to me about, the people spoke about the crowd a lot, that they feel very close to the arena. Did you get the feeling, did it feel like the crowd is very close to the ring while you were riding? Does it distract you at all?
Yeah, I have to say, okay, the people are also very enthusiastic. They are very happy to be here. They really enjoy it. Also, you see a lot of people from the photographers. They stand there, they stand really close to the ring, and yeah, it gives you really a feeling like you, yeah.
Talk to me about In Flame Go. You must be so happy, so relieved. Give me your reaction to how In Flame Go is.
I'm super happy. What I said, I had a bit of a rough start. The first days he was very tensed, so I changed my plan. Usually I was only going to jump in 1 round, but the first day he felt very tense, so I chose to ride both rounds yesterday, and then he was just in shape for today.
This is a great result. We're very happy to have you back. Thank you very much and congratulations. Kim Emmen finishing in 5th place today on the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Shanghai. Let's head into the ring in a few moments' time and we'll get ready for the big podium celebrations. Perhaps we can show you that and give you an idea as to what it looks like. Young Gilles Thomas coming out to collect his first ever winner's medal in an LGCT Grand Prix. Edwin Alexander finishing in 2nd and Michael Duffy in 3rd place. Let's go to the podium celebration of Shanghai 2024.
At home, no doubt. Mark van Dijk with Patrick de Munk, breeders of Luna van het Denhof, fellow Castlefield and Edwin Alexander come very often. That breeders are still owners when a horse wins a 5-star Grand Prix, but Gilles Thomas has won his first ever Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in his career. We do not doubt that it is the first of many for the talented Belgian. With that, for the 3rd time this season, we all stand for the Belgian national anthem. Voor volk, voor vrijheid en voor recht. The last words in the Belgian national anthem. Now played for Gilles Thomas. We heard it for Nicolas Philipparts a few weeks back in Mexico City over Campo Marte. And the Longines Arena in Al Shakab in Doha heard the very same anthem being played for the win of Abdel Said.
恭喜来自爱尔兰的 Michael Duffy。下面有请上海九世集团有限公司董事长郭建飞先生为季军颁发奖杯。Mr. 郭建飞 will present the trophy to the third place winning rider. Trophy for Michael
VIPs
Duffy.
presenting that trophy to Michael Duffy. As it is Duffy to make his second podium of the season. There's so many VIPs attending this event. Mr. Xidong as Vice Mayor of Shanghai. Wang Ping, Deputy Secretary General of the Shanghai Municipal People's Government. Mr. Wu Yincheng as Deputy General Secretary. And the District Chief of Pudong, the new area here in Shanghai.
Mr. Wu Jingcheng will present the
That is Wu
to the second place winner.
Wu Jingcheng coming up to the podium to present the trophy to Edwina Tops Alexander for her second place finish.
下面让我们有请浪琴表中国区副总裁谢琦先生和浪琴表优雅大使彭于晏先生为冠军颁发浪琴手表。Mr. Jack Xie, along
Jack Xie,
with Mr.
as Vice President of Longines in China, to present the watch to the winner that will shine bright on the left arm of Gilles Thomas for his win here with Luna van der Dennenhof in Shanghai.
Mr. 有请上海市人民政府副秘书长王平先生为冠军颁发鲜花。Mr. Wang Ping will present bouquet to the champion.
Zhong Guai, Secretary General of the Chinese Equestrian Association, to present the flowers to Gilles Thomas. There's a lot of people that have to get off their podium very, very fast once the champagne bubbles start to pop. The Vice Mayor of Shanghai, Xidong, Mr. Xidong, comes up, or Mrs. Xidong rather, apologies, to present that trophy. And there's the trophy. Gilles Thomas lifts the trophy of Shanghai, puts his name on the trophy, and wins the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Shanghai, the 10-year anniversary, the celebration edition, the opening of the Shanghai Youth Equestrian Center. The Canyon Stadium knows its champion, met its champion, with 5,000 spectators here in the ring to congratulate Gilles Thomas and support him, as well as Edwina Tops Alexander and Michael Duffy. Hats come on, VIPs go off, and Edwina Tops Alexander is already opening the bottle, and the VIPs are still there. But she was quick, and Gilles Thomas had no chance. And Duffy thought, yeah, well, if you're going at it, I'll go as well, and Gilles Thomas has the last say.
Now the champagne moment for the winners!
And Gilles Thomas said, well, he lost last best. Gilles Thomas, Edwina Tops Alexander, Michael Duffy. The podium of the fourth Grand Prix of this season. Asia, thank you very much. China, thank you very much. Shanghai, thank you very much. After the start in the Middle East, in Doha, Qatar, the trips to the Americas with Miami and Mexico City, we've now visited Asia on this global journey to find the global champion. And next comes Europe. Madrid is the first stage we'll attend, the Club Campo de Villa. From this modern, innovative stadium, we go to the historic arena at the Club Campo de Villa in the Spanish capital. Joy and pleasure all around on the podium.
That may well be the best champagne shower that we have seen all season long. Beautiful images between the top three podium finishers of Michael Duffy and, of course, GCL teammates Edwina Tops-Alexander and Gilles Thomas, celebrating a very, very special victory for him, for the young man, on the 10-year anniversary of our first ever visit to Shanghai back in 2014. Here we are in 2024, and the young Belgian, for the third time this season, we hear that Belgian national anthem. If 2023 was the year of the Germans, well, the Belgians have certainly started to take over in 2024. Who then is going to be the big hero in Madrid? We'll find that out in a couple of weeks' time. But now we wait for these final three finishers to get back onto their horses, to give the crowd a much appreciated lap of honor, and to hear the volume that is coming through here inside this arena that has been jam-packed all weekend long. There is the hero shot of Gilles Thomas as he goes around this beautiful equestrian park and says thank you to the thousands of fans that have celebrated and cheered every single jump and every single fence. Edwina Tops-Alexander, an icon around the world in show jumping, much appreciated by the fans as well. And then, of course, Michael Duffy, fresh off his victory, still in Miami Beach, getting appreciation from the local fans as well. This has been a lovely end to a fantastic week here in Shanghai. And Gilles Thomas not only wins today, not only takes his share of a €600,000 LGCT Grand Prix, but earns himself a golden ticket to the Super Grand Prix in Riyadh later this year. What a night to remember for Gilles Thomas, finishing second once before and never higher. And tonight will go down in his memory, and that will live in his mind for a very, very long time. Gilles Thomas, the Belgian, victorious in Shanghai tonight. We will hear from Michael Duffy, we will hear from Edwina Tops-Alexander, and we will bring Gilles Thomas into the studio here tonight to find out what this victory means for him, what that relationship between himself and Luna van der Denhof is now transpiring into and developing into, that and more here on GCTV. We'll take a quick break. When we return, your reaction from Shanghai 2024.
Elegance is an attitude. Of course it is. Elegance is an attitude. Of course it is.
Welcome back to the GCTV Live studio. Yes, I need you to look over there. As the winner today, that is where you need to look. That is the spot. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilles Thomas, your winner of the 2024 LGCT Grand Prix of Shanghai. Gilles, I have so many questions for you, and I'm scared that I'm going to run out of time. Where I want to start, this Belgian group seems to play an crucial, important role in everyone's lives. It looks like there is constant support every time yourself, Thibaut, Peter, Philip Paart's boys, anyone is around. Talk to me about the relationship that's in that Belgian group and why it's so important.
Yeah, it's true. We are one big group of friends. However, we are not from the same ages really, but still, if we go to a five-star show, we all come together. Every night we go together to dinner. We talk about the horses. Maybe we have to change this or that. We talk a bit about tactics. We have a lot of fun, and I think the fun part is the thing that makes the results.
I saw a lovely embrace between yourself and Marcus Eining, and I remember during Chasing the Dream, you told us that he was one of your idols. To win a Grand Prix here tonight and have Marcus Eining say to you whatever he said to you, what does that mean to you to see your idol commenting on your Grand Prix victory like that?
Yeah, that's okay. Now I'm a bit overwhelmed, but I think when I'm back after a few days, I will realize that I did something special today. I had also #1 to go in the class, so I was actually never thinking about that I could win today. And maybe that's also because of that I won, maybe because I was not too hungry today.
You talk about not thinking that you were going to win, going first in round 1, first in round 2. I mean, that's a very unlucky combination, but to pull it out like that, that must be one of the very rare moments that someone can come first in round 1, first in round 2, and still do it. Did you not think that 42.56 was enough?
No, I didn't think. Okay, for us, for Luna, for me, we were quick, but I didn't thought that we were quick enough because there were a few quick combinations, but they all had faults. Only Edwina jumped it clear. Okay, now it's already the 3rd or 4th season that I jump with Luna on the Global Champions Tours, teams and Grand Prix. So yeah, we have a bit experience. We know each other better and better. Also in the jump-offs, we start to know each other a bit. And today you always need to have a bit of luck, and today everything came together.
How is that relationship with you and Luna developing? Talk to me about how, from when you first came together to where it is now, how much has it evolved?
Actually, my uncle was riding always the mother of Luna, so we bred him together with the co-owners, together with the Munk. And she was born, she was always in the field by us. Then I got her back when she was 6. Jumped it always, but actually never jumped her big because she was so careful. And actually during the COVID, I jumped her at home a lot. And after the COVID was gone, she had more muscles and she was ready to jump bigger classes. And then it only went like this.
I want to bring your round up. If we can do that, please. Let's bring up the jump-off round of Gilles Thomas. I want you to put on your best Frederik de Backer outfit. Another Belgian who I'm sure you'll be talking to a lot tonight. Let's bring up Gilles Thomas's jump-off round. I quickly want you to talk us through it. Tell me what was happening in your mind at this time and take us through your jump-off.
Yeah, #1 was a new line. I walked it actually during the course walk because if I jump clear, I'm also first to go in the jump-off.
Yep.
It was 9 strides, quite long, but it was longer than I thought. Then I was a roll back. Actually, for Luna, it's quite difficult to roll back, but I had a good turn. Then to this vertical, I couldn't go too fast because otherwise she would become too strong to get that turn in front there to the combination. She jumped it very good in because the outcome is always a bit large for her.
Yeah.
Then actually here...
That inside was the first, you were the first one to obviously do that, being the first rider up, but a lot of riders followed you on that path.
Yeah, actually I was there also lucky because I didn't get my stride that I wanted. Maybe afterwards I was thinking I should have done one less there, but then it was actually good to go to the last one because she landed quite deep and slow, so I still could go a bit to the last one. And yeah.
The good news is that we're going to see you in Riyadh at the LGCT Super Grand Prix. That's a big moment for you and a very big moment for us. Gilles, congratulations. Your 2024 LGCT Grand Prix winner of Shanghai, Gilles Thomas, going on for his first ever victory at this stage. Only his 2nd podium. Him and Luna van der Denhof going on to become victorious today. Rosie, let's hear from one of our podium finishers.
Thank you, Mark. I was about to say thank you, Michael, but thank you, Mark. I have got Michael Duffy with me here, third on the podium today. We didn't see any double clears apart from Gilles Thomas. It was a tough jump off tonight.
Yeah, I must say, hats off to Giuliano. He built fantastic courses all week, but all day, it was, there was plenty to jump, but no major bogey fence or just a lot of delicate, jumping and top quality sport, I'd say.
I can imagine you're thrilled to come third, but there must be a level of frustration because you were actually the fastest time there, just knocking the last.
Yeah, and like when you compare it to Miami, I was happier with how I rode this round than Miami, but it's just sometimes how it falls. My horse is very inexperienced, so it's absolutely, I'm chuffed with him to be on the podium and to be in the mix, and hats off to Gilles. He's a top man, and he had a great round, and he deserves it.
Another podium for you, and so close in succession as well with Miami. Just how far can you go this season?
Sure, we'll give it a lash anyway and see what happens. Yeah.
You've gained some good championship points as well along the way. I think you're now going up into the top 10 as well. Is this something you think about for the rest of the season?
Yeah, as I said, now we'll probably have to mix with a few other shows and make a plan. I kind of had a plan up until here, and then I'll go to Cannes. It'll be my next global, so I'll miss Madrid and Saint-Tropez, and then we'll have a chat with our Rome Gladiators team, and we'll make a plan moving forward.
Well done, Michael. Brilliant. Another podium for you today. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Michael Duffy having a word with Rosie Tapner, another podium for him in 2024, winning in Doha, winning in Miami Beach, I beg your pardon, and now coming through here to Shanghai to make it a second podium. Big championship points, by the way, and all of a sudden, Michael Duffy, after that victory in Miami and now podiuming once again, could there be a championship shout for Michael Duffy? Let's bring up his round, by the way, and show you. He was the fourth rider to come into the jump-off today. This came after Gilles Thomas, Spencer Smith, and Kim Emin. At the time, it was still Gilles Thomas who led on that double clear of 42.56. A fence had gone down for Spencer Smith. The fence had gone down for Kim Emin, an in-flame go. So Michael Duffy on Cantano knew that a clear at a faster time of 42.56 was going to put him in yet another winning position. But unfortunately, a fence going down, and despite then being quicker than Gilles Thomas, it was that error, that one jumping penalty that took him out of the running. He did eventually, as we said, get back onto the podium in third place. He was beaten, though, to second by Edwina Tops-Alexander, who was the final competitor in the jump-off on fellow Castlefield. She is joined now by Rosie Tapner. Some reaction from second place, Tops-Alexander.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, Edwina, we were just saying that you've already had your lovely daughter, Chloe, on the phone. How proud is she of you?
She's over the moon, and she loved watching the podium.
You did get quite a spray from the champagne there on the podium. You were last to go in today. Did that change your plan at all?
Yeah, totally. I mean, he hasn't done a show for about 3 months, so we weren't even sure if he was going to jump today. We just took it day by day, and he really feels like in such good shape. I saw the rest going so fast and having one down, and I can go fast with him, but I just thought, let's take the safe option today. There was only the one clear. It's very risky riding like that because, if you have one down, you're the slowest one. So I don't really like to ride like that. It's, in fact, almost you prefer to ride really fast and have one down and be faster. I don't know, but I just trusted the way he was jumping and the way he felt, and it worked.
10 years ago when we were here in Shanghai first, you came second, and you're second again today. You're super consistent in Shanghai.
Yeah, let's hope next time I'm first.
Finally, I just want to ask, can you give a word on Gilles? Because he's your teammate as well, and he's gone and won his first ever Longines Global Champions Grand Prix.
Look, I think the world of Gilles, and I think he's honestly the best young rider, an up-and-coming rider in the world today, and I've always said that. He has so much talent. He's super cool in the head. He's such a team player, and I think he has a massive future, and this has just boosted it even more. I'm not surprised he's won, to be quite honest, but he's just got so much talent, so much feel, and I'm very happy to watch him ride. And after he rode, I said, I don't know if I can go that fast today. But he was on it today, and he meant to win, and he deserved it.
Finally, can you sum up Shanghai for us?
Look, it's been an incredible weekend. The public has been unbelievably supportive. They're really into it. They're quiet when you go in the ring. They they understand, you know, there's so much emotion going on, and to be the first time in this incredible venue, I think no one would have expected anything else, you know, and I think everyone's excited to come back next year, and just, yeah, fantastic for the sport over here. I hope it's going to boost and give much more awareness to the riders, and I see so many kids wearing riding clothes, and in fact some of them were asking me, are you a rider? So yeah, I think it's amazing, and I hope, you know, as professional riders we can inspire them and help them and try to build up the awareness here, and let's hope some of them can be riding on this level soon.
Well said, Edwina. Huge congratulations today.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Thanks.
Incredibly complimentary of Gilles Thomas, Edwina Tops-Alexander. What a great, great way for the young Belgian, who not only gets compliments from Marco Seining, but gets compliments from Edwina Tops-Alexander. It talks about how much Gilles Thomas is impressing the rest of the world. I said earlier on that if 2023 was the year of the Germans, where we heard the German anthem seemingly stage after stage after stage, you as a proud Belgian will be very happy that you've been busy during the anthems too. This has been a great start of the season for Belgium, but let's talk about Gilles Thomas and what this means for that young man to get over the line in a jump off like this that has very, very strong senior riders in it, to be the first guy to go in round one, first guy in round two. Wow, Frederick, what a night this is for him.
Yeah, winning a Grand Prix is one thing, you know, that's not easy. Everything has to go well, but like you say, going in first in the first round, first in the jump off, then those that come after him, like a Duffy, like a Tops-Alexander, like a Van Eckermann, who is not even on the podium, to then come out to reign supreme, that's really, really impressive. So for Gilles Thomas, this is a really big moment in his career. I mean, everybody has been praising him. Everybody knows the talent, the natural feel, the smoothness, the competitiveness, the planning. He's very mature in his head, but that it now comes out here, it's magnificent. Especially, I was there with him when he saw his number on the start list, and he was really down, and his friends like Peter de Vos and Nicolas Philippas, they were kind of making fun of him. You know, first to go, you know, you can go into the city because you can still do some shopping. You'll be out before you know it. At 2 o'clock, you're in the middle of the city. You know, all the others were not in the jump off, and they were, and he was, I'm sorry. So he was really down about the fact to be first to go, and then for it to play out like this, it's special.
I did ask him about this, and I'd love to get your perspective on it as well. You mentioned De Vos now, you mentioned Nicola, for example. I asked him about the importance of that Belgian group, not just to Gilles, but to all of them around, Thibaut Spitz, etc., growing up around these other riders. From the outside looking in, and you very much perhaps might be on the inside looking out of that, what role does that Belgium group play amongst themselves from a support perspective, from an emotional support perspective? It looks as if it really is an incredibly crucial part of the success of the Belgian group that tours with us every stage.
To call it crucial, I don't dare to confirm that. To call it crucial, but it's important. You know, you had a bad day, there's another Belgian who has done something well, at least. So you have a laugh, and there's a bit of a, it makes everything a little bit lighter. You don't go into your hotel and sit in your room and think about what went wrong, or if you can win, you can celebrate it with other people as well. And you also have to say, those are all a bit from the same generation. Philippard's brother, Gilles Thomas, is a bit younger. Thibaut Spitz is from the same generation. They know each other inside out. They know each other's horses inside out. So there's so many eyes that they have. I think mainly here in the ring, there's so many eyes that they have on other horses, on the course, opinions, thoughts, ideas. I think it's just the combination of experience, of talent, of friendship, of being honest with each other that really helps these Belgians to do so well. It's possible that from the next, 11 stages, we won't have a Belgian win, but it is part of, it's like a support team, you know, like a net that captures you when you fall.
Were you surprised by the fact that there were only 2 double clears today in the LGCT Grand Prix?
Yes. I was, absolutely, I really was. Again, 2 faults on the final fence. Like it also happened already in the first round. I just think of something. I'm actually waiting for another question of yours.
You're waiting for another question of mine?
Yeah.
Do you want to give me my question? Yeah. Maybe I haven't gone there. What is my question?
Well, during the competition, we were texting each other.
Like we always do, yes.
About the 8 names that I gave that were favorites for this Grand Prix.
Okay, now I know where he's going to go. So we do a favorites conversation, as you know, in the pre-studio every single time. You gave us 8 names. At one stage, Frederick was 2 for 2. Yep. And I told him to go to the casino tonight. I hope that you have found one. The odds got away from you a little bit, but then you pulled it back, and that final fence hurt you, didn't it? That final fence let you down a little bit. Some late faults hurt you.
But there's 3 people on the podium.
Yeah, that you made out of the 8.
And I named 2. So I'm pretty proud of myself.
If you ever need predictions, as Frederick said, 2 out of the 3 on the podium were on his call. At one stage, he had a 50%, 100%, in fact, it then went down to 50. And some late penalties really cost him. But we were talking about the 2 double clears.
Yeah.
Surprising for you, especially knowing, as you said, the fact that you have an LGCT Grand Prix winner from Miami Beach, you have Eric von Ackermann, you have Angelica, etc. Yet it's only Gilles, it's only Edwina that pull out the double clear.
Well, from Edwina's side, I was surprised for her to take it so slow.
Outside line towards the end.
And I kind of understand with the fact that he hasn't jumped many Grand Prix that she wanted to take it safe. Also going late, a clear would guarantee her of a podium, so that's already a smart move of her. So she really rode with heart. Maybe it made the head not so much with heart, which is at her age, you know, she's got all the experience, she knows exactly what she has to do, so that's a smart move. But in the end, 7, only 2 double clears, risks, if you think about it, how this has played out, risks at the final fence there, in the combination as well, a little bit of everything. I was mostly surprised with the round of Hendrik von Eckermann. You know, if he is where he is always, I mean, he's unbeatable. But he wasn't there. The first rollback wasn't perfect. He missed the inside turn coming into the double. The shot at the second last wasn't good, which resulted in the fault. Then it got a little bit bouncy up to the last. It's the second fault. So the biggest challengers disappointed. But don't get me wrong, it doesn't take anything away from Gilles Thomas. The bar was not at 80% when Gilles Thomas put his clear. It was at 95, maybe 98%. And they tried to jump over that bar, and they just failed. It's not that Gilles Thomas got this for free.
Sure,
don't get me wrong.
What I do like, before we say goodbye to Shanghai, and thank you, excitingly, we now step forward to Madrid. What this does from a storyline perspective is guarantees that Eduardo Alvarez-Asna in Madrid goes to the next leg as the championship lead. For anyone that has not watched what is coming up at the Club Campo de Villa in Madrid in a couple of weeks' time, what can someone expect? What can someone imagine and hope to see coming out of Madrid?
I think Madrid is one of the most beautiful locations. What you see behind us, it's the exact opposite. You know, this is modern, state of the art. This is newly designed. This is up to date. Madrid is
grass banks.
Yeah, it's a little bit old-fashioned. It's historical. I think the stadium exists for 110 years. It's so much history. It's a class of Madrid. It's a beautiful ring. It's one of the most praised grass rings of the entire circuit, and even outside the circuit, it's an incredible bouncy ring. Always good weather. So Madrid is special. It's going to be a special weekend for Edu Aznar with Rockefeller, with that championship lead. Maybe he can even hold on to it and extend it. That would be fantastic for him.
It has been a pleasure for us to have your presence back again in Shanghai. We have enjoyed it tremendously. Frederick de Backer joining us in studio to give some rap reaction. Before we go, let's remind you as to how things then end here in Shanghai and what it looks like from a Longines Global Champions Tour perspective, from a rankings point of view, from a standings point of view. As we promised, Eduardo Alvarez-Asna heads to Madrid, and as Frederick says, with Rockefeller, that will be a big story there as he goes in search of the first Spaniard to win on home soil in a couple of weeks' time. He leads by 5 points. Julian Akertan, we spoke about the opportunity for him to make up ground. Michael Duffy, with the second podium in 3 stages, makes up ground as well. Edwina Tops-Alexander starts to knock inside the top 10, and Thibaut Spitz, after what has been an outstanding season for, without a doubt now at least, the top 125 rider of the season thus far. Does he hold on to that by the end of the season? Still a long way to go there, but it has been a very, very good start to the year for young Thibaut Spitz. But that is what the LGCT overall rankings looks like, and that will have a major say in a couple of weeks' time when we leave Shanghai and go off to Madrid. We will see you for stage 5 of the Longines Global Champions Tour. Thank you for joining us here in Shanghai from GCTV. We'll see you in a few weeks. Bye-bye.